conversations continue here on CNBC-TV18, and joining me on the promenade is the man who represents Lloyds Metals and Energy. Thank you very much for joining us here on CNBC-TV18. So forward integration, the way forward for you?
Yes. With the thoughts of 300 million tons that the Narendra Modi government has announced for 2030, we think that we should be playing a part in it. And forward integration from iron ore to steel is definitely very much on the cards for us.
So lay out the roadmap for me. What is the aspiration? When do you get started?
So we have already started our process of expansion. We are working on two different locations. Chandrapur, which is our original location, and Gadchiroli, where the mine is, very near that. So the total production envisaged in steel would be 4.2 million tons between the two locations. And
by when?
By 27, 28, and we are already on path for various activities in that. We are doing a pipeline from the mine to the Gadchiroli plant as well as to the Chandrapur plant. So that makes it greener as well as cost efficient scenario over the long term, a slurry pipeline which would make it one of India's longest pipelines.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of investments are we talking about?
Are we talking around 35,000 crore rupees, 33,000 crore rupees to be precise, for all the projects that we have just signed an MOU with the Maharashtra government today.
Take me through that MOU and give us a brief on what that entails.
So there are two pellet plants in Gadchiroli, with, plus a steel plant, plus a beneficiation plant in the mine itself. This is around 26,000 crore rupees, and 6,000 crore rupees is in Chandrapur, which is a 1.2 million ton steel plant, a backup pellet plant, and a pipeline up to there for the slurry.
And all the approvals, etc., are in place?
Step by step, and as the approvals are getting in place, we are going ahead. Major formalities of the land has been done, not yet all in our position, but much of it is in our position. So as the land is with us, as the EC approvals are with us, we are going ahead for that.
And even as far as the iron ore mining capacity is concerned, you have sought approvals for higher. Can you run us through that?
So the original mine was 3 million tons. Last year we got an approval for 10 million tons. So this financial year we will complete 10 million tons.
And are you looking at more?
We're looking at. We're also looking at a beneficiation plant, Shereen, to upgrade our BHQ, banded hematite quartz, for the first time in India. And with that, the ultimate sellable product would be around 25 million tons over again 4-5 years.
What is the total reserve capacity at this point in time?
Around, including BHQ, it's around 800 million tons.
And what would the annual capex work out to be for your plans as far as the steel side is concerned?
So most of the investment is in the steel side, other than the beneficiation, and so around 3 to 3,500 crore rupees, 4,000 crore rupees, and ramping up as we get more approvals, like you correctly pointed out. That's a very key aspect. The whole Maharashtra government, all the components of that, the central government, everybody is helping us under the leadership of Mr. Modi, and we are working very hard towards that.
Is there a timeline, estimated timeline by when these approvals are expected to come in?
So each step is there. We have to make applications. Those applications then get this. It's a very lengthy process, and that's why we've broken up the projects in between the two locations also in various stages. And that's the way to go ahead, because as it is, we don't want to take any debt. So this suits us also, because the approvals come in by the time the inner money comes in, so we can keep on going with the investment.
If any of the larger players were to come calling with a big check, would you consider?
Flat no.
Flat no. So not even. No, I mean, there's not even a generous offer.
So we have built the company under great difficulty over the last 28 years. And it's not going to be easy for us to part with that. It's going to be impossible, I would say, to part with that.
So over the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Next 5 years, we would be at least 3 to 4 million ton steel maker with an annual turnover around 35 to 40,000 crore rupees.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck. Thank you so much for joining us here on CNBC-TV18. Well, the conversations will continue here in Davos. There's a lot more coming up for you. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a moment.